Hey guys, tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Eindhoven country. Today spawning in the south, we've got Sir Ducksworth with the British forces. Straight away locking into Vanguard. Team with him is TeddyMcFluff with the Soviets, who's gone defensive and started with a triple combat engineer. No tech start. It's an unusual one. From the north, we've got Scoped with Ostheer, who has strategic reserves, spearhead, and Jaeger infantry, and finally NiteNite with OKW Overwatch. In terms of rankings, I got them pulled up over here. Teddy rank 40. This is current day. This plays from back in October. Ducksworth 10. NiteNite 19. And Scoped on it. These guys in range team. Scoped and NiteNite are a range team who are rank 70, but better ranks individually. Individual random teams. Okay, so 4 combat engineers start for Teddy. Still quite a way until 2 command points. Catch the machine gun a little bit out of position here, chasing it down with the sections. Eventually just has to retreat. Managing to hold on the cutoff there though. It's early tech up actually, very early for NiteNite. Usually you want one more squad before then. They might be playing like machine gun into Jaeger. Oh, speaking of snipers, here's one from Scoped. Oftentimes you won't see this combined with a machine gun though. And he accidentally retreats it or something? I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, 4th combat engineer for Teddy, and he's gone for a flamer. Moving up to that side. Yeah, I suppose combat engineers, they're a little bit more expensive to reinforce than conscripts, so maybe that's the reason for the sniper, I'm not sure. At the moment, taking out the infantry section models though, so those are quite expensive to reinforce. So NiteNite's going to stick around here, go for the decap before retreating. It's just filled the first Jaeger. But just went for all of the upgrades here. Didn't go for a machine gun. Flanker in a good position here for Teddy. Won't have a conscript nearby to merge into the flamer, so it's not going to have as much durability, so good from the axis here to focus this down. We force away faster than what we usually see. And soft retreating out to the side to do some capping now. So we've seen Bolster come online for Ducksworth. 4 sections from him. Now a Zis from Teddy, of course won't have anti-tank grenades. And if he plans to get a few flamers, won't have as much munitions for mines either. Could cause trouble against the vehicles. As you can see, still half a command point away from being able to call in near these as well. Jaeger Lights with a decent position here. In these situations, I'll probably be focusing that 5 model squad. It was low on health. Got a good chance of getting a Jaeger snipe going there. And they're holding their position quite effectively. Might have been better served charging in here. There's a machine gun out the back, maybe. Oh, I think I already just got there. And just full retreat. So the sniper got quite a few kills there, up to 9 already after that. So the Grenadier model that was in the circle died, so not decapping this and out in the open, not good for scopes. He's unlucky, he might even, lose this one after that. Very close. Good little push onto the cutoff though, and came down here with a sweeper as well. It's a wise choice, could easily be a mine down here. Looks like he's worried about dying on retreat, so T's just going to get out of there. Brings in a Dishka now. Jaeger command squad on the other side from scoped. Some sandbags up in the center, of course. Shoe mine, some wire, couple mines in fact, for NiteNite. Looks like he's just planning a fast tech. Did eventually get the machine gun and going for a Raketa next. It's a big blob. They run into the machine gun. It will get AoE suppressed, but should be able to crawl out. Oh, and that's a British sniper now from Ducksworth. The Ostheer sniper's trying to work its way down here. I think there's too far of a gap for it to cross, though. He's trying to make it across. Oh.
A glider is ready to deliver a
Don't think he's got vision.
and some supporting troops.
There's nothing providing a bait at the moment. Oh, here it goes. Jaeger lights trying to come in. Oh, and STGs. But they might have blown up the spot of the sniper. TeddyMcFluff sniper seemed like it was about to get a shot on there.
We are losing a sector.
Denied though by the OKW troops coming in from the side, chasing it away. Didn't go too well for NiteNite either. A lot of casualties when trying to make that push. Look at the KD. He's doing very, very poorly right now. But both teams are aware of each other's snipers. Neither team has a recon plane to help reveal the other though, so it's usually the deciding factor in these sniper wars. Just gets a nice head start in this engagement. Easy win for that. Sniper's still retreating off to the side here. Okay, it does get the suppression off and jamming the decapture, so eventually that aggression comes to a halt. But there is the T-70. But I did pick up a second Jaeger light as well. Did he cancel? Yeah, I think he cancelled the Raketa to do that. Means that the Axis right now have very little anti-tank, just a couple Fausts. It's a pretty good timing for the T-70. You have the Shreya Panzer headquarters coming up very far back though. Not really going to defend anything. Heavy mortar now picked up for Teddy. Got some Brens coming online as well for Ducksworth. Brit sniper did get quite low, had to retreat. Could make use of his teammates healing though if he needs to heal if there are no squads with a medic upgrade back there. Okay, one of those mines did go off at some stage. In fact, both of them did.
The static post is now in operation.
Missed that. From Nate, no dodge! Oh no, they were just like the perfect amount of clumped up for that rifle nade to get the white. Huge. Raketa now for NiteNite. Scope still no AT gun himself. He's going straight up in terms of tech. So they are extremely susceptible to this T-70 right now, the Axis. Ducksworth's going to rebuild that. Did deploy a glider. I thought he might have been going for commandos, which is also a decent option against snipers. He's rebuilding the section. A little bit strange.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Forcing away the machine gun from this side. Both teams have had a pretty secure hold on their fuels. Not too much rest in that department. Quite a high fuel game overall. Four kills so far from the heavy mortar. It's got off to a good start. He's picking up his second Zis. You can see these guys are building up some mines. We went pure flamethrowers. One sweeper might have been a decent idea. Should lead to some very, very fast repairs though later on with all those vetted up combat engineers.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
So far we haven't seen too many attempts for counter snipes, like with units sitting around in camouflage waiting. It's more straight ahead style. Resist barrage action. There's a sniper up the back there dancing around, trying to avoid getting hit by that heavy mortar, I think. Again, sneaking down onto the VP. Maybe avoiding this mine as well. T70 hasn't been as devastating as it perhaps should. Only 3 kills in the 3.5 minutes it's been on the field. With almost no resistance to it as well. Should have been possible to get more out of it. Now scoped. Got the tech up. Pretty much there for a medium. So T70's reign of terror is going to be coming to an end. It's big. I think another heavy mortar shell there maybe. Which accidentally sets up facing the wrong direction for some reason. Oh, Jaeger command squad goes down on retreat. Good follow-up there from Teddy.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Then a push into the cut-off. T70's coming back for it. Dishka's about to get flanked. And for G43's on the Grenadiers did scoped. A bit more mobile of an answer. Works out very well in that engagement. Brit Sniper's up to 10 kills. Ostheer 16. Did eventually go for some commandos. Trying to hide, but they've already been detected. It's not working out too well. It doesn't have the smoke grenade quite yet as well. It's on cooldown. Here comes the T70. I was going to make some moves out on this side, not happening. As if we're about to pop out from scoped. Maybe could have got that a little bit faster. That's cool.
Point is being overrun.
On the commandos. See sniper using his Vet 1, Rakit missing. Whoops, bad camera work there. On the T70. NiteNite pretty close to a tank now as well. Running very close to the shoe mine here. The Kitten's in some major trouble. Bad pathfinding for it. Kind of getting stuck on the T70. It's decrewed. Before might arrive to save the day though. There's nothing nearby from the allies to steal that. The doubles this are right there for Teddy. Don't get the kill on the P4, but the Pyos do go down. Tries to jump back on the Raketen. Decrewed again. And now trying to kill this off with the T70. There's this nearby though. Could use that instead. Painful stuff here. Both sides sniping each other. Okay. Ostheer sniper gonna try stay hidden here, expecting that this will be a juicy target for the Brit sniper who wants to come in and snipe this. Here we go. Briefly revealed itself there, I'm pretty sure. Here we go, counter snipe. Oh, there it is. Oh, but then there's just too much firepower. Ends up going down. Just a little bit low on health to start out there. Might have escaped otherwise.
Back up to full force. Folks, Grenadiers, back to full strength.
I'm going for those counter snipes. Sometimes it feels like an eternity. You're like, right click on the enemy sniper, you're like, kill it, and it takes so long to aim. There's a telemine down there. That's where Teddy's tactic could backfire a little bit. Light artillery barrage action out the back. Maybe targeting the AT guns. Doesn't really seem to do too much though. Got a T-34 on the field for Teddy. Scoped. Report the Jaeger command squad. T-70 recon action provides some vision to the double Zis. The downtime of this T-34 going to be extremely low with all those engineers. T-70 forcing some retreats. See, the Allies are a little bit down on victory points at this stage. Sprinklings of incendiary going there. Doubles this have rotated off to the side from Teddy. No attack ground action from him though. Jaeger's capping on the far edge. Big old Brit blobs. You gotta be careful. Melt anything real fast. That's where the, you know, ambush camo is pretty good on your machine gun though. It's more on the other side of the map. Oh, Brit AT gun a little bit out of position. Double Soviet AT guns are rotating. But it looks like this is going to get decrewed here.
The weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
Comes in for a crush.
Sending support.
Forces mass retreats. Got some units coming over here to maybe steal this. T-34 and T-70 are rotating across though as well. Axis is still lacking anti-tank guns. So it's very dangerous what they're doing here. They're going to try to steal this though. It looks like with the Volksgrenadiers. Doubles this right there though. Teddy's actually picked up a second heavy mortar as well, which is a little bit unusual. This late in the game. Gotta be aiming for Katyusha instead. Got about this squad. Could even go down here to the G43s. Already got that accuracy bonus running.
The sector is at risk.
A bit of a close call. Okay, now Teddy's got a sweeper. Came up here trying to get rid of that telemine. Unsuccessful though. P4 guards it. Might be able to attack ground it away though. This is a slightly compromised position, but here comes Light Arty. Right on top of the Dishka. A little bit of death loop action on it. It's got to survive though. And P4 trying to come down this road. He swept it twice. The third time, Teddy did end up putting a mine here. Nice smoke though to cover the Panzer IV's exit. Still applying pressure to these AT guns though, the Axis, and going for some cutoffs. Got decent map control cooking right now, but there comes a huge brick blob out to the side. Drops some smoke down. P4's coming out here, but so is a Comet. Straight into Comet for Ducksworth. Missing its first shot here. But this is really bad news for NiteNite. Not much you can do in the situation. You're slower. Way worse than the head-to-heads. Oh! But there is an AT gun back there. Oh! Oh! Close call both ways. Capping out on the edge now with the engineers. Okay, it's going to be a howitzer from NiteNite. Could actually be okay, you know, barraging away at these heavy mortar positions. Let's put greens on the commandos now. This is the first squad of sappers from Ducksworth now. Very late in the game for that, but isn't it a vehicle needing repairs until now? A bit of grazing damage by the LFH. Another mine, yes it is. Another tower out on that corner. Didn't notice this, but Teddy did put down a fuel cache at some stage. Saved up enough for the anti-tank Overwatch now as well. We've got sector assault. So we could start to see some of those big late game abilities making their impact. Engineers go down to the howitzer, I believe. 4 kills. Nice machine gun. Panzer going to try to follow this up a bit. OT guns over here. Ducksworth didn't rebuild his. G43 P greens. Scoped and Panzerwerfer next. Definitely risky. He's got very little anti-tank. If Teddy had gone for a second T-34, he very easily overwhelmed Scope. Well, that machine gun a little bit too far forward with no support. Double Panzer IV's there to prevent the steal though. Comet is healthy again now. So maybe he plans to kill this off with the Comet. T-gun lining up. Bounce. Tough competition at the moment for the victory points. A lot of time. Know they're suffering drain. Couple hits on the Comet now. What's his targeting over here? Targeting where the AT guns were a bit. Jaeger lights go down on the side. Was that to a grenade? No, he doesn't even have grenades tips. Don't know what happened there from NiteNite. Mustn't have been paying attention. Comet is war speeding across here. It's not very healthy though. Before slow to switch over to prioritized vehicles. Got its rear armor showing as well. Comet might even be one shot, but Scopes doesn't have the courage to go on for the chase. Understandable. You feel like it might be a trap, but as we could see, it definitely wasn't. Second engineer now from Ducksworth. Just thinking about the Faust there, decides against it. Ooh. These double AT guns. Okay, they're back at base going for healing.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Look at the KDs again. Pretty good for Teddy, look at that. Don't often see that from a Soviet player. 7 kills so far from the howitzer. Ooh, that looks like a squad wipe. Too much firepower. Nothing covering the retreat. Have you seen the whiff of fire yet? Okay, got 6 kills. I must have missed it. I apologize. Pretty good start. Nearly vet 1 immediately as well. Before coming out to the edge again. Still feel like the Axis are massively understaffed in the anti-tank department. What was this? Okay, Comet. Ups the war speed, but doesn't really make use of it too much. Howie's coming in. Roof is coming in. Off to the side. Pretty good dodging though. The T-34 is making some moves. They drop down the planes to defuse this. Got a Howie fire coming in out the back here as well. I think only one of the anti-tank planes actually got through for damage though. Okay, well, did at least stop the Allies from pushing because it looked like there was going to be a dead Panzer IV otherwise. Now the Axis kind of pushing in behind this. Plane's starting to time out now though. Okay, Comet. War speeding. It's off to a bad start though, bouncing a shot or two. So as not to get too aggressive with it.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Takes a Faust on the T-70, but has the repairs right there ready to go. Well, it's a great use of the phosphorus. Second comment in the build for Ducksworth, so he's not going to go for the crocodile. That's interesting. I think the crocodile would be extremely strong right now, but T-34 is making a move, trying to go after the Werfer. P4 blitzes over. T-34 is still moving. Another T-34 is getting involved. Takes a Faust. Still going to get the Werfer though. Kind of got caught on the trees over here. Panther in the build now from Scopes. P4 is coming back here. Ends up going down, but did force the Axis right the way back. So I think it's a fine move in the end. Decent trade for Teddy. Oh, not if he takes a Faust here, though. Oh boy, bit of a traffic jam. If the Grenadier came over here, sprint into Faust, the T-34 would go down. T-4's coming back in. Oh, P-Greens go down. Nasty heavy mortar shot. This is going to escape. Opportunity missed there from Scoped with the sprint into Faust. Double Comet's going after the P4 now. Panther in the build from NiteNite. But it's what I was talking about. Eventually, the lack of anti-tank on the Axis side really caught up with them. Getting chopped up in those two movements. T did lose a combat engineer though. because they have no anti-tank guns. Both of them invested into artillery. Scope brings in the anti-tank play. This thing is so slow. Very hard to connect on anything. Better saving your munitions for light artillery barrage generally. It's, you know, often pretty good against Soviet team weapons because of how fast it comes in. Bit of Howie action out the back here.
Ready for action.
A bit scatter. The double Panthers hitting at roughly the same time. Just do the trench there. Buying some time. Okay, that's an engine crit on the Comet. Okay, Ducksworth's got the planes this time round. Just got one pintle on the flak base to try shoot that down with. Another T-34 from Teddy. He's stacked up a crazy amount of Overwatch. I'm surprised he didn't use it over here earlier. Ducksworth loses section in the middle as well. 650-ish munis.
We now stand at 300 points.
G42 goes down low. Teddy not wanting to use a ram on the vet up T-34. Solid werfer. Nearly took out one AT gun.
T-34 ready for combat.
Steal away that MG42 here. But friendly fire from the mortars.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Axis capping out on the edge though. Allies are still behind on victory points in spite of all this. Army sizes have just about equalized now as well. Oh, Teddy made a move. Knocks out the Panzerwerfer out the back, goes in for the ram, anti-tank Overwatch. No engine crit on the Panther though. And this was not a very deep activation of the Overwatch. Panther able to drive out clean. Oh, but Panzer IV's in some trouble. He blitzes. T-34s are a little bit slow in the chase here. But they're still moving. The Panther's coming in now as well. Double Comets. Making a move. Nothing's dead yet though. Everything just hanging in there. AT gun sets up. And goes down. The Howie dies. So is one T-34. T-gun could set up here for another T-34 kill. Might be out of vision range. No, there's a Jaeger light retreating. Maybe lost vision because of that smoking wreck there. Engineers from Ducksworth died out on the edge. Feel like the Allies maybe could have got a little bit more done there, but... Oh, and Teddy lost both of his zists. Looks like he managed to recover them both though. Hectic stuff. Aggressive push. Looking out okay from the Allies. Not as good as they would have hoped though. Now coming out to cap on the edge. Axis have had a pretty good hold on this side. Looks like T's going to do something about that now though. T-34 heading out that way. Would be ideal if it was a vetted one, then he could use secure mode afterwards, but that's out for repairs at the moment. More T-34s. Good hit there. Incendiary grenade action. Trench upon trench here.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
So the Dishka might die. that trench kill was actually in Teddy's favour. Got him out of the flames a little bit faster, it seemed like. Comet up to Vet 3 now, trading against the Panther. Oh boy, P4's coming in. Bounces his first shot. Connects on the second, a rear armor hit. And he gets the kill. Tremendous rate of fire on that Vet 3 Panzer IV. The other Comet's looking for some revenge, but finds herself in some trouble. The AT gun and the Panther's there now. Oh, big damage on the Panther. Oh! Both of them go down. Brought in the planes there to assist as well. Didn't have the snaring squad nearby, that was the issue. They were around here, forgot to bring them in. Might have been able to slow that Panther down a bit earlier and escape with the Comet otherwise. So Axis got to be pretty happy. Trading two Comets for one Panther. And already has a fresh Panther rolling out as well. And, you know, most of Ducksworth's munitions. Teddy does have the anti-tank OH ready again. Ducksworth did not jump out of the trench, loses the stolen machine gun. More trenches coming in the middle. Rebuild on the Werfer, third Werfer from Scoped. Let's see if he can keep this one alive. Also rebuilt the Jaeger command squad. It's getting lit up though, on its way home. T-Gun's not quite in position to return fire on the Panther there. So T's going to try to do some repairs on the cutoff. Trying to clear off the trench. I mean, now the Panther trying to clear off the trench, but here comes the Comet. Okay, anti-tank Overwatch in the middle from Teddy, just forcing the Axis tanks away, keeping his T-34 alive. Behind this, though, he's got a T-34 trying to sneak around, but he drives right past the capture flag. So probably aware of this, and you can see Scoped immediately dodging far away with that Werfer. Mistake on the pathing there from Teddy. That's going to cost him his tank. Get nothing in return. Oh, only Scott stops dodging. Not. You see, he got some crazy out of control action going there. Whoever was going to survive. Yeah, a little bit sloppy driving right past the flag. Dead giveaway. The T-34 was incoming. Seems like things are stabilizing now for the Axis, though. With all those Comet losses from Ducksworth. Now, if you take a look at army sizes, you can see the Axis slightly ahead, though we do have a Comet in production. They'll just about even out the armies. Though NiteNite's actually pretty close to another tank. He's not put down the mechanized truck anywhere, though, so it might be another Panther even. It's a good Werfer. Oh, knocks out both squads. Devastating. AT guns there. Vet 3 is just lighting up this Comet. Luckily that shot misses. The Panther gonna get out of range. Ooh, close call for Ducksworth. NiteNite's bringing the planes. Maybe hoping to catch the Comet on the exit, but that's not gonna happen. Wow, I didn't know that. The anti-tank planes target the glider. I don't think I've even noticed that before. Pinning action as well, preventing T from regathering the heavy mortar. Looks like NiteNite's going to steal that. Nope. not. It's destroyed.
Time for action.
Brought this comet back in, even though it's one shot there. It's crazy stuff. Okay, rebuild on the infantry section from Ducksworth. Maybe given up on the commandos. Would have to deploy a new glider, so it would have been very expensive. T-34 is coming out to the edge. 63 left. X is still in the lead. Both the allies got their big commander abilities ready to go though. Looks like Teddy's given up on the T-34 spam. Gonna go something a little bit more conventional, mixing in one Su-85 now to try fight against these Panthers. Second Panther about to pop out from scope. That's going to take him up to his population limit just about. So he's got his composition. Good bit of secure mode. Trencher's causing trouble for NiteNite though. He didn't upgrade the machine gun on his Panther, so he's not doing much. He did put down his mechanized truck, perhaps a little belatedly, so I think he's going to go for the King Tiger next. But in the meantime, he's got to be careful not to overplay his hand while he saves up the resources. War for action. He's making some moves. Teddy drops down the anti-tank Overwatch though, just to stop the pressure. Scope's strafe comes through, but no rams. SSD crewed out the back. Looks like he's going to be able to jump back on that. But overall, these anti-tank Overwatches not that strong from Teddy. Hasn't really managed to combine them with engine criticals, so they're not getting the kills. Oh, Su-85 trying to make a move on the Panther, but gonna run into a Faust here. No, he doesn't have munitions for a Faust. Now he does. Going after the AT gun instead though. So Teddy's just quite low on everything. Gonna pull back, repair up. The Pyro's cap. Panther's gonna come back in to kill off that decrued AT gun. King Tiger really close now for NiteNite. Comet's out back getting repaired up, making use of the vehicle crew repairs this time around. Attempted dodge. Didn't get far with the Dishka, but it was, you know, bad scatter. He did anything to the Dishka. Trying to kill this AT gun off from long range. He's missing quite a few shots. Might have paid to get a little bit closer to it. But alright, got the job done in the end. Okay, Teddy. The fleet is relatively healthy. He's making some moves. He's just about got the anti-tank Overwatch ready to go again. So push out onto the side. Looks like Ducksworth going to try to contest the center. Hold on to that. Forget about the far edge. King Tiger rolling onto the field now. Ram. Double ram. One of them crits. Slow activating the anti-tank Overwatch behind this though. Where is it? Su-85 coming up. Okay, here it comes now. This is really slow. Didn't use it very deep either. T-34 getting forced back by the double Panther action. Su-85 trying to find an angle. Panther's coming back in. SU-85 pops onto focus sight, but surprise, the Panthers are right in here. Oh, the healthy Panther. They're sitting still. They're going to try and knock out the SU-85. The V3 Panther goes down, but so's the SU-85. Oh, the P4 also going down.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Heavy mortar down from Teddy. Rebuild on the Panzer IV for scopes. Panther went down during all that from NiteNite. I apologize. Oh man, I wish I saw how that had happened. Where's the wreck of it? I do not know. Teddy. T-gun decrewed. Just gonna jump back on that. King Tiger's backing its way in here. Does have the planes. Looks like Ducksworth switch over to the Firefly now after 2 comments. Might be a little bit low on capping units. Really got that squad there. Panthers moving in. There's a mine right there though. What a steal this AT gun was for NiteNite. This thing has been an absolute monster this game. So much damage.
We are at 200 points. Enemy infantry shooting at us.
Allies capping in the middle now. Comet trying to prevent the steal on the left. The AT gun's heading over that way. Haven't really seen use of the rapid maneuvers on it.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Jaeger lights down in the middle for NiteNite. Oh, close call on the section. A lot of repairs. He's going for yet another engineer. So it's not to chase, too risky. The plane's coming down.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Very low health tanks for Ducksworth here. It leads the planes into the T-34 zone and might take another pass on that now.
Line's been cut.
Oh boy. Okay.
HQ is under attack.
I thought they were going to get strafed when they were sitting there. Works out alright in the end. But yep, behind this actually should be able to get a lot of territory control. Quite a lot of damage on that T-34. Good thing he's got 3 engineers to repair it back up with again. And another T-34 from Teddy, so he's going back into the T-34 spam. Got the anti-tank Overwatch, got the Typhoons. T-guns coming in to back up this T-34. So is the Comet. Capping more out on the edge, but the trench is not quite in the circle, it looks like, so can't jam the cap. Axe is going to set up the triple. Well, it's going to probably drain under 100 here. Nice little grenades. A little bit late on it. There's the King Tiger. The stutter. Bounces its first shot. Typhoon's dropped down by Ducksworth. They're making some moves here, the allies again. Kill off the machine gun. Going after this KT in a big way. Huge connection from the Typhoons. Anti-tank Overwatch coming down as well. They're looking for more.
We have lost contact with a heavy tank.
Engine crit on the low health Comet. One goes down. T-34 is coming in now as well, but they're out of the anti-tank Overwatch zone. Not as safe for the allies. The AT gun blasting away knocks out the other Comet. Again, the dives from the allies not quite working out for them. Decent start, but maybe overextending, not able to clean this up because they don't have any infantry follow-up. Oh, knocked out that. How did he even see that? Not sure, but the P4 does go down. P4 clearing off the far edge as well. So as the dust settles, looks like the allies do have got a 10 population lead.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points. Taking infantry fire.
Oh, Grenadier's down. He comes out here with the Firefly. Does have a machine gun, very bad at anti-infantry though. Oh, T-34 went in for a dive. Goes down. Oh, a little bit slow there for Teddy. Cost him a T-34. Wasn't even a vetted Raketin. Okay, well that now with the fresh Panzer 4 hitting the field from scope, now the Axis are way ahead in population. Firefly going hunting, maybe hoping to catch the Werfer. Doesn't find it. Now, after taking 2 AT gun shots, could even be chased down by this Vet 1 Panther. Oh, and he stopped right next to the flag. Briefly revealed himself. He's war speeding out of there. He retreated with the engineers. Luckily, the Panther gets cold feet, doesn't chase. The path was open to do so, though. Oh, don't see this too often. Teddy put down a machine gun bunker, Soviet machine gun bunker covering this. Holding on to the VPs for a little bit longer there on the Allied side. Fresh Panther now from NiteNite. Another Comet rolling out though from Ducksworth. Axis on the cap over here now though. Is going in for the Firefly. Firefly bounced the first shot. Missed the second. Caught trying to return fire, but double Panthers. Lining up. Has to back away. Has to concede that side. Oh, he's coming back in here, Ducksworth. This is not a good move. Bounce from one of the Panthers though. The other one connects. Takes an engine crit. And that's enough to kill off the Comet. They drop the anti-tank Overwatch. This Panther's right on the edge of the zone though. This one doesn't have an engine crit, able to blitz its way out of there. T-34 maybe trying to get something cooking down here, but it's got an engine crit. Looks like it's going to be mopped up by this incoming P4. The double AT guns are right here though. He's trying to set up, trying to cover the escape. Bad position though with this wall here. T-34 needs to get around the corner like this direction as well as it can. P4 gets cold feet though. No score there for Teddy. $67 points left for the Allies. They've got to be feeling a little bit desperate. That last Comet push was just too aggressive from Ducksworth. After he got You know, 3 shots from those Panthers on his comet. He should have backed out much more aggressively than he did. Well-timed Faust here. Teddy's T-34 in trouble. The kid missed a shot though. Before a bit of rubber band action might actually allow this T-34 to escape. The kitten's gonna chase him. No, has to give up. Wow, a Vickers from Ducksworth. Interesting. Won't be getting much suppression done with all of these light cover craters around, but spitting out some pretty good damage. Disco winning the fight on the edge.
Supply sector under attack.
A T-gun in some trouble. This time he uses the sprint to try and escape. Panthers heading out that direction. Flanking squad coming in against this Dishka though. And it's right next to the gunner trying to escape. Could even deathloop it a bit here.
Forces are capturing our supplies.
It's away though. Fire on the sides. Oh, got an engine crit. Dishka goes down to the Werfer though. 20 kills on that Werfer already, considering that's the 3rd or 4th one constructed. It's done very well the time it's been on the field. Panthers blitzing in. Firefly war speeding away. Teddy's AT guns rotating, bouncing though. Gets behind the tree line. I thought he might go for an attack round in this region, doesn't. Don't know if you can get through that tree line that reliably. There's a tank strafe coming in there. Does big damage, bit of light artillery barrage as well. In fact, that's the loiter. It's really pushing in hard here. Ducksworth throwing his Vickers away. It's almost like Ducksworth is deliberately trying to win this match without building a single anti-tank gun. Well, he did build one, but just a single anti-tank gun. Decent dodge on the Gammon bomb. Allies are back on the drain. They're capping out here though. They are losing the middle, however. Close call on that. Good amount of armor together now for the Axis. You can see they are way ahead in population. Teddy comes into the wrong neighborhood there. Oh, but all these misses. The T-34 survives. T-guns lighting up these P4s. Now they could be on the chopping block. He didn't bring this T-34 in from the side though. Maybe could have killed one of them if he had.
Our headquarters are under fire.
Zoning the Panther with the snares, the 3 of the snares. 21 kills with that weapon. Didn't do too much with the last barrage. 27 points left for the Allies. Trying to put up another bunker here. It's about to get flanked though. It's a pretty fast upgrade on its machine gun, however. Should be able to lock down that VP a little bit longer. Axis are out back for repairs. T-gun goes down. Just getting death looped by the high vet overs. Just can't get a man on the gun. They just keep dying as they try to run out to it. Man after man after man. Eventually the T-34 forces them back. Going for the neutralize. Going to stop the clock there. 14. Big damage on the T-34. It's coming in behind this. Where's Teddy's AT guns? He's got one over here. There's not much to provide any resistance. Easy cleanup for the Panther. The Werfer action out on the side, it looks like. Stops the cap. Machine gun in there now, looking to secure the site. Another Firefly from Ducksworth. Interesting. Before coming in. Oh, a bit of smoke out from the recon section though. And then a gammon bomb. NiteNite didn't notice that. Loses the machine gun. Allies are back on the cap now. Comes the Werfer. It's going after the retreat. That could have been really nasty. Ducksworth got off lightly. Before blitzing. Having a bit of trouble getting around the side. T-34 goes in for the ram. And it connects. Cleans up the Panzer IV. What a move. Jaeger command squad also went down from scoped. That was a hell of a ram. Turret facing the wrong direction on that P4. Is decrewed again though. Uh-oh, Panther. Where's the second Firefly though? Did I miss the second Firefly going down? Maybe I did. Oh no! Oh. That is really bad for the Allies. Just as it felt like they'd kind of turned the corner and were back in the match. Oh, that was devastating. Decent grenade dodges. Really comes down to Teddy's double AT gun positioning now. Back on the drain, 11 points. Panthers making an aggressive move here for scoped. Don't think they really need to be doing this. Allies did get the neutralize in the middle though. Empire's chasing away a few squads. If Teddy's already on the move with the AT. Didn't do much. Max is still over 100. They've still got some breathing room, and NiteNite's even be able to push out a second King Tiger to 93 population now. But the double AT guns are right here. T's dropping down the anti-tank Overwatch. No engine crits, nothing to provide vision as well, but a squad of grenadiers do go down. Oh, Werfer coming in. Going after the AT guns, gets them very, very low. They're both alive still though. Was that a gammon bomb? So right on the edge of the anti-tank Overwatch, takes a huge amount of damage on that Panther. But still holding on. Nice, this is a cheeky tower right there. Covers the capture with some smoke. AT gun's gonna get in there to jam it though. Double Werfers. T-gun down, nearly knocks out the engineers as well. This bunker though, doing some major work. Looks like Panzer IV is going to head out that direction now. Try to open it up. Another decrew. Try to Got some mines. Interrupted. T-34's there. It's got the vet advantage as well. Can get on the side. Some rear armor hits going. Should be able to win this fight. P4's coming around quite off to the edge, away from the potential AT gun angle. T-34 misses first shot. Bunker's still alive, only just. The P4 escapes. Got a light artillery barrage axis. Trying to get these last 11 points off the board. Base howitzer fire from the Brits. Panther was making a bit of a move there. Ends up having to back away. No anti-tank Overwatch throw for Teddy, so don't have that get out of jail free card anymore. Double Panthers are cooking. Takes the engine crit from the Ram. Going after the Vet 3 T-34. The P4 is coming back in to clear off the bunker. It looks like this is going to be the GG move from the Axis. Panther goes down, but behind this the Axis have capped this side, capping this. King Tiger guarding. And there we go. Looks like Allies throwing the towel. Whew. All right, what a game. Close one. Yeah, it was a strange match. Like, everybody in this game seemed like they had some kind of treaty to make almost no AT guns except for Teddy. With those two Zis running around for most of the game. When it could have been quite helpful. Did mean, you know, the Allies kind of took the lead after having maybe a little bit of an even start. Because the Axis just kind of went for one tank, had no anti-tank guns anymore, and started going for indirect fire, and the Allies managed to punish that with that push they did after that. They were riding high for quite some time, but they were already quite far behind on victory points at that stage. But yeah, some aggressive moves from the Allies, kind of starting out pretty good, but the longer they stayed in, the worse they got most of the time. Initially having some success with the T-34 dives, knocking out the Werfers, but the follow-up dives not as successful. Didn't really manage to knock out these other Werfers. But yeah, just some crazy armored trading. The Axis end up coming out on top. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like a good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.